Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ray back again, filling in for Carl. But anyways, let's start off with some headlines, shall we? Here we go. FDA to finally outlaw soda ingredients banned around the world. So we already know that drinking too much soda is bad for you, but now it turns out a lot of your citrus sodas, like your orange crushes and a lot of stuff with citrus flavors, but sodas in general, especially the ones that have color to them, like green or blue or yellow or whatever. Turns out that there's this chemical in there that's bad for your health, and it's already been banned in a lot of countries, and now it's going to be banned in the United States. So just more evidence that we all, including myself, need to cut down or quit drinking sodas because they're bad for you. But we already knew that. Moving on, Homer won't strangle Bart anymore on The Simpsons. Those of you guys who are a fan of The Simpsons, I know a lot of you guys out there know the iconic Homer choking up Bart. Why you little? So apparently that's not cool anymore. So they're not going to do that anymore. So now when Bart misbehaves, Homer's just going to have a talk with him. Florida bear steals $45 worth of Taco Bell that somebody DoorDashed from their front porch. Very smart bear. Very smart bear. He just hangs around the neighborhood, sees that DoorDash get dropped off, boom, that's dinner. You know what? I know it's technically the bears breaking the law, but I'd say, good job, bear. Good job, buddy. It's rough out there.
Hi, Ray.
Here's Zach. I have a special guest. Actually, perfect special guest.
Hi, everybody.
For our Wednesday. So we're done with the headlines. Zach is here. Since it's Employment Wednesday and it's the holiday seasons, I decided to look up a couple of holiday jobs, seasonal jobs. I think at this point everyone's familiar with what we're talking about, and if you're not, then go talk to Zach. A couple of you guys already got jobs at the mall, working at a couple of different places for the holidays. So I figured, you know what? Maybe there's still a couple of other places that are hiring. Okay, so first one says seasonal sales associate at Guess store. Guess what?
You want me to guess where it's at? Oh, okay. Oh, it's Guess in the mall. I guessed it right.
Guess store. It's like a store. You walk in, you make a guess.
Oh, you make
and
a
if
guess.
if you get it right, they pay you.
Oh,
No,
sweet.
no.
I like this job. I don't think it'll work.
What is the guess?
Well, Guess is a
clothing store?
It's a clothing store up in the mall. And from a sales associate standpoint, you'd be working probably on the floor, potentially some cash registering. But I do know a lot of the jobs in the mall, you guys, they need a lot of people on the floor to help out customers during this time of year. So not everything is cash register related. So if that's something that scares you, it's still worth giving a shot because they might not necessarily put you on a register. All right? I mean, one of your peers right now, he's working a lot on the floor. He's not going to be doing much with a register. So a lot of the jobs are like that. They need people to fill especially in the clothing stores. People throw the clothes all over the place and, things fall down. They need someone constantly tidying and restocking and adding all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Zach, like we've been talking to, keep your options open. There isn't, the job that you ideally may want may not be available, but if you're new, just get in somewhere, get some experience. In the holidays, holiday hiring is a perfect time for that. Now, I saw this. I got another one here, and I know how much you guys all love this place.
Oh.
But GameStop is hiring seasonally in Modesto.
As long as you're 18 and older, you can
Alana's out. You can't work there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Alana. And then you have, no, but you do. You have, so I do know it's 18 and older. And I know this because I actually took my 16-year-old daughter there. And so we found out the hard way. And so what we did is, so what you want to do is there, you will be working some register possibly, but once again, it's about merchandise and it's about getting your feet. And Ray's right. A lot of you guys love that job. I mean, it's a great way to get your foot.
Ray's always right, Zach. Yeah. That's one thing we can all agree on.
Hey, see,
right, folks?
Ray's not wrong.
Just kidding, Zach. Zach, we sure like to have a lot of fun around here, don't we?
We sure do.
I agree.
We sure do. So much good times. Yeah,
and and with all seriousness, you guys too, don't let the whole cash. I know a lot of you guys are kind of intimidated by the whole cash register thing. But listen, like I always tell you guys, they train you on all this stuff. Do you think everybody who shows up to work at a store?
Well,
they don't know how to use the cash register system. They got to get trained.
Cash register in my hand.
That's right.
So
yeah,
I had experience right.
They put a cash register in your lap as a baby.
Oh no! I just came out with one. I just came out. The register.
Yeah, Zach
right
already.
There.
So
I was like on it. No, yeah. The point is, guys, none of us are born with anything, right? We have to learn these skills, and in order to learn something, you have to go do something.
Yeah.
So something like the cash register, don't let it intimidate you because. First of all, there's a good chance you're going to probably use it in limited. Also, too, through my experience, Ray, is these things are they're just press button screens now.
Yeah.
Everything is very basic. So even
it's like using this iPad.
Yeah, it's like using your tablet or your iPad, touchscreen computer at home. I mean, they're really not much different. It's just money's involved. That's the only difference, okay? And I know that scares people, but if you know how to count money, you can do these registers today, trust me.
All that scary register stuff.
All that scary register stuff.
Now, don't be scared of it, you guys.
Even I could do it, guys. And I don't like registers, and I don't like money. And even I could probably
If Zach can do it, you guys.
You can do it. You can do it, trust me. If I can do it, you all out there can do it.
So anyways, check those out. And let's move on with our day. Since we got Zach here, let's go.
Back in the bearded past with Zach?
Thank you, Zach. Almost forgot what it was called.
Oh my God.
Back in the bearded past.
Work-related stuff with Zach. Hey guys, it's the 8th of Wednesday, and we're not going to do the bearded past today, but we're going to do work-related stuff with Zach. And one of the things I'd like to talk about today is, as we move forward with employment and you guys continue to, find yourselves interested in employment, it's really a good idea before you come into the office to write a nice list of different ideas and jobs that you want. And the reason I say that is because sometimes when we come into the office and we start to talk, some of the jobs that you might be looking for, or let's say you picked one job to look for, right? That job might not be available, right? And so what happens? A lot of times you're like, oh, okay, it's not available, and then we're done, right? Well, be realistic. It's good to have a list of at least a few different types of jobs. Now, places to work, a lot of times folks come in with places to work. That's great. Places to work. I mean, if I could work for the Pittsburgh Pirates, yeah, I would love it, right? But at the same time, if that was my only place I ever wanted to work, I might not get that job. So if I loved baseball, for example, why wouldn't I put in for all kinds of different baseball jobs? You see what I'm saying? So have a list of the various different jobs. Not the various companies that you want to work for the various jobs that you want. Because we can find those jobs, and it's going to open up your work search to a lot more and a lot more companies, guys. All right, so come in with a little list. It'll help you out. I'm going to tell you that right now. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Wednesday, and have a good one. Bye now.
Work-related stuff with Zach. Wow, good stuff, Zach.
Oh, thanks, Ray.
More employment tips with Zach.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's employment tips, Zach.
I've never been on this show, so I'm excited to say.
I was taking notes while we were watching that here, you guys. I was taking notes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I might even find a job one day. I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well, you can't do this forever, Ray.
Zach's my job coach.
I'm assisting Ray through this.
Yeah, Zach's going to help me find a job.
Yep, we're going to get there, Ray.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We got to get an application done first.
That's right. I got to learn how to do that.
So what we have coming up next is
the National Day with Gabrielle.
Woo!
Check it out.
Morning, everybody. Here we are on Wednesday. We're no longer in October, so there's no day. It is hump day. Oh, and I even have a jingle to go with it today. Yes, it is hump day, and we are in the middle of the week, and it is October. No, oh my gravy, it's November. I don't know if I want to go back to October, but it did go by awfully quick. But it is November, and it's the 8th. And today's National Day, just plain old National Day. National Cappuccino Day. Oh, really good cappuccino would be marvelous. I'm sorry. You just don't have a great cup of coffee in the United States. I boldly say that. All the good coffee is had in Europe. That's just the way it is. I don't know what to say. I don't know if it's just because you're sitting there on a patio somewhere or at a cafe and you have a cappuccino and a little croissant and you just sit there and watch the world go by. Yes, but a really good cappuccino. I mean, I won't say you can't get one here, right? You can. It's just there's something about having one in Europe. They're different and they're yummy, but a really good cappuccino, yeah. And if you go to a really good place, you know, not saying Starbucks, not a good place, but if you go like to little bistros and little cafes and you get your cup and they take the foam milk and stuff and they make like a little design in it and they bring it to you. It looks so cool. Makes you feel very fancy when you're drinking it. Yeah, and then a really good pastry to go along with it. Making myself hungry right now. Where could I go? I don't know where I could go. Maybe down to the plantation. Queen Bean. One of those two probably would have a pretty decent cappuccino. And yes, Carl and Clayton, decaf coffee is coffee. Just because you don't drink it doesn't mean the rest of the world doesn't consider it coffee, because it is coffee. So that's my 2 cents. Sticking with it. Everybody have a great day on National Cappuccino Day.
All right, great. Cappuccino Day. I actually had something similar to a cappuccino today, earlier on break.
I don't drink caffeine.
Oh, that's right.
You know, I'm sorry. Well, you caffeine drinkers, awesome day for you, obviously. But you know,
Well, according to Gabrielle, apparently you can get a caffeine-free cappuccino.
You
it is
can?
a thing. Yeah, sure.
Well,
I think you can.
That's what I need to do.
I think you can. Although, you know, I like the caffeine, but you know, the taste pretty good. Yeah, a good cappuccino is basically espresso with steamed milk, frothed milk.
I used to make them at Strawberry Festival, right?
That's really?
No, for sure.
You know how to make? You know how to pull shots and everything?
I I had to learn. You know what? Talk about not doing something ever. I volunteered so I could get into this show. Ray knows all about it. That's how I got into this show up there.
Yeah.
And I never worked a register, and I never worked coffee, and I learned within 15 minutes up there. And by the time the weekend was over, I was frothing cappuccino steam and all
Making
that fun jazz.
cappuccinos and frappuccinos.
Running a push button register.
Yeah.
The old Strawberry Store. Remember that place?
Yeah, I do.
Can't be there.
Remember, you guys, you can do it.
Yeah. You do how you like to do it.
You make your cappuccino how you like, Zach.
I will. I'm gonna take that.
Ah, man, we're sure having a lot of fun up here. All right, you guys. Well, I think that's it. Today's Wednesday. Are you doing the live today?
I'm
Usually
planning on it.
Okay, yeah. Zach's gonna do the live. More employment stuff, you guys. Get out there, get some jobs.
Yep.
We'll help you out. But with that being said, sorry, Zach, I'll give you $1 later. The show's over. Now, since I don't have any cards, I'm going to try to throw this iPad like Carl throws the card. You guys ready? Here we go. Bye, you guys.